Hi. Now, I think by now that you all know that I personally prefer smaller spaces. That I believe that we do not need an enormous house, an enormous space to be happy or fulfilled. And plainly said, it is just less stressful and complicated. Now, we downscaled from an enormous 7-bedroom home down to a 2-bedroom apartment, and we're still loving it. I mean, just the quality it has brought to our lives and our relationships with each other. And this whole belief was just so confirmed again while we were on holiday now. When we arrived at the game park or the game reserve where we checked in, they escorted us to the unit that we were going to stay at. I mean, it was a gorgeous space and beautifully decorated with everything and anything that we could possibly need. But there was just one problem, the fact that it was so huge. I mean, we did not so much space, and to be honest, I thought we would lose each other in that house. We are so used to being closer to each other, and we love it that way. So to the total surprise of the check-in clerk, we asked if they had anything smaller available for us. And that was just perfect. So today I want to talk to you a bit about the positive of smaller spaces. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also remember, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please share it with your family and your friends so that it can help them too. But the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time, so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show. So let's look at the positives of smaller spaces and why I prefer it for us and the way that we live. Now, living in a smaller space has brought us closer to each other. I mean, there are less space to lose people to, so you're kind of forced to live together and be together in a nice way. And to bond and be part of each other's lives, you have to sort things out and let those grudges go, because you are bound to see the other person's face in the next few minutes. But I love it, and we love it, the way we share life and are part of each other's daily struggles, joys, and victories. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. It is also easier to keep neat and there's less to clean. That's a big positive for me. I despise the fact of having to miss out on something because there is cleaning that needs to be done first. And living in a smaller space provided the solution to that. I mean, cleaning, tidying, and vacuuming, it's all done in no time at all. And I just have so much more free time to focus on the things that I love doing, like spending time with the kids, going for walks, working on an interesting project, or relax and read. I don't have to dedicate large chunks of time to cleaning a huge space, and I love it. And I also know exactly what is where. It is seriously much harder to lose a TV remote or anything else for that matter in a smaller space. Now, given that you don't have too much space to start with, small spaces literally train you to be more well organized and how to maximize whatever space is available to you. So we have a specific place for everything in our home, and therefore no one ever has to wonder where something is. Although my husband still prefers asking me first for anything that he's looking for instead of going and finding it himself. Smaller spaces are also cheaper to decorate. And I absolutely love this about living in a smaller space. I mean, I like to decorate, to make things pretty, and are constantly changing the decor in our home. And because I need less to decorate a smaller space, it makes it possible to do it more often. It really just makes me feel alive, and therefore my space is also alive. Now, because you also in generally need so much less in a smaller space, you save money. And who does not want to save money to rather spend on the things that you love? I mean, we don't overshop, we don't buy duplicates because we know what we have and we need less furniture, which is expensive. And it is also just so much easier to focus on quality over quantity, like we have talked about in yesterday's episode. The heating and the cooling bills tend to be lower and electricity is less, etc. And that is all money saved. And of course, living in a smaller space and having less stuff means less clutter. And less clutter leads to more freedom, better mental and physical health. Now, it feels like the list can go on and on, but the point that I want to bring home today is that a big home and lots of stuff is not necessarily going to make you happy or feel fulfilled. Living a life being owned and controlled by all your stuff is just not worth it. There is more life with less stuff, more time to invest in the important things in life. So let go of the things that you don't need, that you don't use, or that is not adding any value to your life. You deserve the freedom that comes with that. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But first, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please share it with your family and your friends so that it can help them too.